On Monday, the White House announced new restrictions on the transfer of military equipment from the federal government to state and local police. But a look under the hood shows that this is little more than window dressing. Pursuant to Executive Order 13688, President Obama's new Law Enforcement Equipment Working Group decided that police departments should be barred from using federal programs or funds to acquire items that include tracked armored vehicles, weaponized aircraft or vehicles, firearms and ammunition of .50 caliber or higher, grenade launchers, bayonets, and camouflage uniforms. But according to a report in the Washington Examiner this week, all of these, except bayonets, have already been banned for years or are rarely transferred or purchased with federal funds. So this new ban is really banning nothing. And even if they were banning weaponized aircraft, vessels, and vehicles of any kind, as they put it in the report, they left a glaring loophole. These items are only prohibited with weapons installed. In other words, federally provided drones, Humvees, and other vehicles will still be weaponized as long as the local agencies attach the weapons themselves. And those weapons can still be acquired through federal programs. Not only is this so-called ban just window dressing, other equipment supposedly restricted will continue to be transferred to law enforcement. This includes wheeled armored vehicles like MRAPs, drones, fixed-wing aircraft, flashbangs and other pyrotechnics, battering rams, riot gear, armored personnel carriers, and command and control vehicles. The only restrictions on these transfers are that agencies must adopt robust and specific written policies and protocols, including a requirement to ensure constitutionally sound uses of controlled equipment. 10th Amendment Center National Communications Director scoffed at these so-called restrictions.
This is a textbook example of the fox guarding the hen house. Federal, state, and local governments all work together to monitor your emails, record your phone calls, and track your location through license plate cameras. And they all consider this to be constitutionally sound. So the idea that these limits on the use of military equipment will have any positive reduction on actual police tactics that violate your liberty is an absolute joke.
Even if this new policy were followed as strictly as possible, you'd still see an influx of drones, Bearcats, and police with M16s, explosives, and riot gear. While it's nice to see that public outrage is so high that the administration needs to pretend to do something about it, it's going to require a different direction to make any concrete changes. While state and local law enforcement has been complicit in these programs, state legislation banning such transfers can effectively nullify these federal programs in practice. This year, laws have already been signed in both New Jersey and Montana, taking important steps forward. And on Monday, the same day as Obama's announcement, the California State Assembly passed a bill that sets the foundation to reject federal military equipment, even in the face of the president's new window dressing.